and benefits survey for the 3 appointed positions. That agreement expired in 2025, December 31st to be exact, and during 2025 it accounted for around $6,300 spent. For reference, I've also provided you that contract, which is in front of the packet there. The consultant assigned to the city, Rick Delacastro, is no longer with Employers Council as of October 16th. Employers Council has expressed interest in continuing its relationship with the city while some challenges existed in their execution of the work. As City Council prepares to begin the 2026 evaluation cycle, direction is needed on how City Council would like to be supported moving forward. Now is the time to begin scheduling goal setting and discussion, check-ins, and final review. Now, Human Resources can support City Council internally with process support, documentation, and scheduling. Alternatively, City Council may wish to use external support, either from Employers Council or from another firm, particularly if City Council prefers to maintain separation between reporting relationships and the evaluation process. Because this work would remain below the city's formal procurement threshold, a formal RFP or request for proposals would not be required. If City Council were to continue working with Employers Council, their VP of Consulting Services stated that a member of their compensation team would attend any meeting where compensation is discussed, in addition to the consultant that serves in an HR director support role. Now, City Council has 3 options for the, as I see it, for the 2026 evaluation and compensation cycle. First, City Council may choose to continue services with Employers Council and direct staff to re-engage them for appointee evaluation and compensation support. Second, City Council may direct staff to obtain quotes from multiple qualified consultants. Because the anticipated cost would be under $50,000, this would not require a formal RFP. Staff can assist City Council by soliciting at least 3 quotes from qualified organizations identified by City Council and returning with a comparison for review. Third, City Council may choose to rely solely on internal HR support for process assistance, while Council may determine the appropriate level of separation it prefers. Over the years, City Councils have done each of the approaches. Now, any external engagement would remain subject to City Council direction and final approval. Now, in closing, staff is here to support City Council in the moment of your choosing, and thus no recommended option is being presented. The purpose of this discussion is to ensure that you have a clear understanding of your role, the contractual framework, and the available support models, while understanding that time and scheduling are of the essence. Once City Council provides direction, staff will prepare the appropriate materials and timelines to support the 2026 evaluation cycle. I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Thank you. Questions? Councilor Johnson?
I don't really have a question, but just a comment that my professional experience in relation to Employers Council has been good, and I would recommend continue, my preference would be to continue to work with Employers Council.
Thank you. Any other thoughts? Mayor Pro Tem?
Yeah, I think it would be the most expedient to stick with Employers Council and, find somebody else to work with.
Then I'll offer, I haven't been shy about, I wasn't always happy with the work we received from Employers Council. However, I think this is an excellent opportunity to, re-engage, because we will have a different resource no matter what. And I really appreciate the fact that they'll have an expert to figure out the actual compensation piece, which is where we struggled regularly. And so I am grateful that you thought to address that with them and that they thought to offer that for us. And I agree with the expediency piece. As you said, we need something quickly, and this would be the quickest way forward. So I think it's that's where I'm leaning towards. Any other thoughts before we do a quick poll? Oh, Councilor Island.
Are they our only choice? I was not that impressed with their service. Are we going to get another employee than the one we had? Are we going to get
another individual? Oh, absolutely, because he left the organization in October.
Okay.
And a second one, because the HR director that would replace Rick is going to be joined whenever that compensation discussion comes up, which is where we all noticed the little bit of a shortfall. They will have a compensation professional from that team, which is a little separate from the HR director consulting piece at Employers Council. So I've been told that they're going to have they'd have both of them here for that discussion.
Aren't they charging us the same as they did before? Has it gone up, or what is the price?
I've been told by the VP of Consulting that the rates would stay the same.
Okay.
That's actually pretty good in these days. It's almost like a discount, so I'll acknowledge that. So that's helpful. Final thought, is the contract 1 year? What does the contract look like? And is there any ability to maybe go with them for 6 months or maybe, even 3 months and then an easy renewal?
It's, tell me whatever you'd like, council, and I'll make it happen on the contract side.
Okay, open to thoughts and ideas here, but I'm thinking maybe we test the waters for 6 months so that and then there's no cancellation necessary. It just dissolves if we're not happy. But then it's easy to just renew for the next 6 months, but willing to take some thoughts on that.
I agree.
That sounds good.
6 and 6.
Yeah, that sounds doable. Okay, thank you. Anything else you need from us?
I'll just, I'll get the contract prepared, and then the mayor typically signs this contract, so unless there's any discrepancy here, or any discussion, I'll have that prepared and ready for you, Mayor.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't suppose you didn't expect us to read this, did you?
Is that?
On the record, man.
Just never mind.
Oh, you can read it at your leisure.
Save paper next time. I don't think we needed this. I mean, I want to make it.
If I hadn't brought it, you would need it.
That's a lot of people. Oh, yeah, like the ask, like the.
We also find background.
Okay.
It says don't leave it on the hood of your car as you're getting out.
I'm actually going to just post this online.
All right, next topic. We are now moving on to our discussion of boards and commissions, and this will be led by Abby Fitch.
Thank you, Mayor. Abby Fitch, City Clerk, Mayor Pro Tem and Council. I have passed out an updated version of the boards and commissions as to who's currently serving, or who the 2025 council liaisons were, the current descriptions. The meeting times and dates are as accurate as we know them right now. Staff is still trying to verify some of those. If you have questions about any of these as we go down the list, I'll be fully transparent. I may not know the answers, but I will get back to you on anything that you need clarification on. So I thought we would just start at the top of the list, which are our internal boards, and we can just discuss them, and if there are volunteers or if somebody wants to step down, we can address it then, unless the mayor you would like to all approach it in a different way.
Yes.
Just a comment on that. So a point of clarification too, I don't know how to say this gently, every single one will have a name of a city councilor next to it.
Almost. There are a couple on here that they're not coming off the list, but they won't, for reasons I'll explain as we go down, they won't have a council representative.
Okay. My only concern with, I guess we're gonna have to do it, like, chop it one way or the other, but just like, let's just say we're all silent towards the beginning, and then Councilor Johnson is, this is just an example, just jumps in and says, yes, I'll do it, yes, I'll do it, yes, I'll do it. Then as we get to the later parts, then there's just like less capacity for like potentially your either skill set or desire. That's just in that example. I'm okay with going down the list. I just maybe would ask council to keep in mind distribution as we go through like the entire thing. Like if it's been a while since you've said your name, I know I have a lot of vigor and energy trying to approach this, and I want to represent the city and this council as best I can. I just worry that my tendency will be to overcommit, and I just want to name that out loud, and I don't know if there's comments about that either. But
There's alternates too, by the way.
Okay.
So if you can't make it, you can have an alternate.
That's right. Thank you for that, Counselor. And then may I suggest, if we're amenable to it, going through the list, hopefully quickly twice. You know, go through it once real fast, all the things that jump at you that you know you want to do, just get those out of the way real quick. And then one more time, let's comb through it about, you know, trying to fill in where we might not have it. I think that might help us, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. The first one is Election Commission. Counselor Ireland is the current liaison. This board does not meet very often.
It will meet this year, though.
It will meet this year, that's correct. They will meet at least 3 times.
I'm willing to do it again, but if someone else would like to, let me know.
All yours, sold.
All right.
The Environmental Advisory Board meets once a month, every Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month, and Mayor Carmelia was the representative last year, or the liaison last year.
I would prefer to be an alternate this year.
Sorry, point of clarity too. What's the quick math on like an even distribution? Like per counselor?
I don't know.
I could do that too. I just didn't know if
I don't,
And they all have different commitments.
Yeah, some are, like Dr. Cog, I have like 4 or 5 meetings that come out of it
Okay.
a month. So it just sort of depends.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's where we can
So
sort
Adam,
them.
you want to
Yeah.
do it?
Yes, I guess, yeah, sure. Yeah, scratch that, Abby, I don't need the math.
Okay.
Counselor Rosati, are you going to stay as alternate?
No, I'm going to drop that.
That was Claire, wanted to be alternate.
Oh, duh.
Okay, the Historic Landmark Board, just a note on this one, it is quasi-judicial, so if, this doesn't happen very often, but if they ever have anything that's going in front of council, the council liaison cannot attend during those meetings, but they will let you know ahead of time. And like I said, it does not happen very often.
This one, I'm willing to do it again, but I think it'd be a good opportunity for someone else to learn the history and take the tours and all that, because I've done it. So I don't know if anyone else would like to learn more about.
I'd like to be an alternate
History.
on this one.
I agree, I can take it.
So you'll be the
Yeah, primary.
alternate? Okay.
Do you want to be alternate, or do you want me to?
You can go ahead. I mean, I've taken all the tours and I know the history, so I think it's a good chance for someone else to get to do it.
You want to do tours again?
Well, I've done several, but I love the people on it. They're great, but
So just clarification, you're going to stay,
Alternate.
okay. Human Services Board, Hod is the current representative, and there was no alternate.
I would like to keep this.
And I'm good being an alternate for that one.
The Inclusivity Board, Hod is also the representative for this one.
If somebody would love to take it because they feel passionate about it, I'm fine dropping to an alternate, but if that's not the case, I'm also fine staying as the primary as well. I thought you might be interested, so I'm just saying, if you're interested.
Trying to sell me. Oh, man.
She's looking right at you. They're looking right at you.
You don't feel pressured if you don't want to.
Now I do
I'm
feel
just
pressured.
saying, if you were already before this meeting wanting to, I would be willing to drop to an alternate. But if not, if that's not what you are already wanting, then I am willing to stay the primary.
It's all yours.
Okay.
Any volunteers as alternate?
I have a conflict on it on that night.
Dave's looking at me, so I got to be the alternate.
Councilor Azadi is the current Parks, Recreation, Library, and Open Space representative.
I'd like to keep that.
Okay. Is anybody interested in being an alternate for that board?
I'll be it.
The Personnel Board, the current representative is Counselor Ireland.
If someone else would like to be this, it'd be great. Last time that they had it, I was not able to attend, and they only have it once a year, so it was bad look. Sorry.
I'll take that one.
Okay. Anybody interested in being the alternate? Okay. The Planning Commission, I would also like to, this one is the same. They have quasi-judicial hearings that come before council, so it is not advised council attends those meetings when the issue is coming before you. And that does happen a lot more frequently with Planning Commission than it does Historic Landmark Board.
Right, so I would like to propose that we do not have a council liaison for that. As the council liaison, I showed up right after I became liaison. Right as the meeting started, I said, "Hi, I'm your liaison, here's my card," and left. Because I don't want to be in a position where I was there and then I can't then vote on something because I was somewhere I shouldn't have been. And so I think having a liaison puts that counselor in an uncomfortable position, because I feel like I should be doing something as liaison, but I also feel like legally I shouldn't do anything as a liaison. And so it makes me feel like a crappy liaison, even though I'm doing what I think is legally best.
What are the other meetings that are not the quasi-judicial meetings?
They'll occasionally have something like a study session or their training or something like that. It's usually a learning opportunity. I will say they don't happen very often.
So they're mostly quasi-judicial meetings. Do we have a requirement to have a liaison?
No, there is no requirement to have a liaison.
Do we know why we have a liaison?
I think because
Signed up for it.
I'm trying to remember if we have always had one. I wouldn't say we did. I don't have one for Erie.
I think that there's always been a named one, but they haven't always gone. I mean, like Councilor Hott said, mostly they can't go. So there's no requirement. I think the idea of having liaisons for the boards is so there's some contact with council, but Planning Commission is a little bit of a unique situation.
Quick proposal, if we remove the liaison for this spot, the meetings that are study sessions and whatnot and training opportunities, could those be provided on all of our council calendars if we wanted to pop in?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mayor. Go.
Special permits and licensing, they are also quasi-judicial. I'm struggling with that tonight. But it is different because their decisions are binding. They don't come to council, so you can attend those meetings.
Does it?
We had no liaison for that?
It was Councilor DeMott.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Johnson.
Yeah, I'm interested.
And then Youth Advisory Panel.
You know, I was interested in that, and so was Counselor Zadi, so
And I would like to be the alternate.
I would have liked to too.
So I'll let folks figure that out between yourselves, yeah.
Reason why I wanted to do it is because we do a lot of service with my church, and there's a lot of service projects that we have that I could recommend that they do or help them with. So that's why I was wanting to be on.
Any other thoughts?
The reason why I wanted to do it is because I'm involved with a lot of youth groups. I'm on the board of several youth-related nonprofits, and I know some of the members on YAP, and they've asked me to, in the past, to come and present, but I've never had the time, and I want to make a dedicated effort to actually focus on this, and this is very important to me, related to a lot of youth development and leadership that I do in the community, and I think it could be a fun opportunity to connect them with resources as well in the county, the state, and vice versa. Bring people in, present, and elevate them onto council. I think there's a lot of voices on that panel that we need to hear from, especially now in these times. they have a lot of things to say, and we need to kind of involve them a lot more in what we do. So it's an opportunity for all of us to hear from the youth. So there's a lot of thoughts I have related to what that can be, and how I can add value to them.
And I would like to be the alternate because I'm a teacher and I'm with our kids every day. And so I think that would qualify me to be a good alternate.
And I'm happy to relinquish this because the president of the Youth Advisory panel is my intern. So she's just amazing, and I meet with her and I see them anyway. I'm not sure if you want me to go ahead and appoint. Is there anything wrong with having 2 liaisons? I guess the only issue is creating a quorum at meetings. Is that right?
Yeah, I would ask that no more than 2 ever attend.
Should take a poll.
I mean, I don't know if that's for us to just, I don't want to be the one to appoint.
I think it's a poll because council should decide.
I don't know the council well.
What's the question? So there's like a member or a lead person and an alternate, right, is what we're deciding. And what are we deciding on the lead person right now is the discussion?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm wondering, Councilor Ireland, if there's a way where you can still get them engaged in service projects?
I worked a lot with youth too in my church, as well as I teach piano to youth every day. So,
Do we want to table this and come back at the very end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, moving on to our outside boards. We are not going to address AC Rep right now because they, at this point, do not need a council representative. AC Rep BAAP, the mayor's listed here, but this is not restricted to the mayor, so this can be any member of council.
And I'm looking for the meeting times and I don't see it, but it just popped up on my calendar and it was very early. So I don't know if it's always very early.
It says 8 to 9:30 a.m.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. So if there's anyone willing, if not, I will keep it. But if there's anyone willing, mornings are very difficult for me.
Did you say you wanted it? Is that what you said?
No, she saw the 8
and
o'clock.
it's pretty close to me, so I could do it. It's really close.
If you don't want it, I don't mind taking it on, but
You could be my alternate. How's that?
Love it. Thank you.
and just so I'm clear on what alternate means, does alternate means you show up when the other person doesn't show up, or you also show up and you're just like
You
a
can
second?
show up if you want, but
Okay.
if I can't show up, I'll definitely reach out.
Okay, yeah, for sure. I just didn't know if it meant like,
And if it's a body that votes, like Dr. Cog, only one of you can vote.
okay.
So if you show up to listen, which I encourage, if one of you does Dr. Cog, because there's so much, it's pretty intense. There's a lot to learn. So I suggest sitting in to listen, but it means you can't vote.
Okay, thanks for the clarification.
We will also skip over the AC rep, the Civic and Business Alliance for now. The AdCog quarterly dinner, it doesn't really need a representative. It's just on here to talk about, or just to show meeting times and how that works.
Because we just usually go if we can go.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, that's noticed as a public meeting, and I just wanted it on here so people had a full picture when they're trying to decide what they can commit to. The AdCog Sub-Regional Transportation Forum, Mayor Pro Tem is currently the representative and Ireland is the alternate.
I'd like to stay.
I can still do it if no one else wants to do it. I usually can do it online, but
I mean, I don't mind doing it. I'm interested in transportation, but I don't know. This is different than Dr. Cog, right?
There's a lot of
it's just Adams County.
It is directly related to Dr. Cog, so it's your sub-regional council.
Okay.
So we have 2 sub-regional councils that we're on. And I don't usually make the Jeffco one, to which Councilor Azadi's on as the alternate.
she and I live in Adams County. I don't know where, do you
I
live
live
in
in
Adams County too?
So I would suggest if like, yeah, anyway, it's good to be on Dr. Cog as well.
Like they're kind of linked in
Yeah,
that way. Okay.
but that hasn't been necessarily this, because Counselor Ireland is not.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I can.
I think we're staying put for now. We're okay with that? Okay.
The Butterfly Pavilion, at this point, I don't have any meeting information, but they're a very important board to us.
I'd be happy to take that.
Well, I was interested, do they meet during the day or do they meet in the evening?
I don't even have, by any chance, to know if the Butterfly Pavilion board meets during the day.
I believe it's still in late, usually around 4 o'clock.
Thank you, Director Kimball.
Yeah, that's something I would be able to attend.
Okay, perfect. I'd really like the primary position, if you're okay with that.
I would really like the primary position.
Okay, well, I mean, I suppose I'm meeting with the director either way. So yes, we can do that. I'll take the alternate.
The CML Policy Committee, Counselor Hott and Counselor Carmelia are both listed on this board.
I'm no longer able to do it because the meeting times are at 9 in the morning.
I would love to do it. Those are my friends.
All right, let's put you there. Anyone want to be alternate?
What time's it at?
Usually,
Yeah, they're usually at roughly 9 in the morning.
And on Fridays.
I can do that.
okay.
Yeah, conflicts with.
I'm the one with flexibility except for afternoons.
Okay, Dr. Cog, Mayor Pro Tem is the primary and Mayor Carmelia is the alternate.
I'm super embedded in a lot of stuff, so I'd love to stay as the primary.
I'm happy to have you stay. I'd like to relinquish being the alternate if anyone is interested.
I'm interested.
You're on a lot, Councilor Johnson. But these are, I might actually need to hit you up for February.
I know,
'cause-
Rich. I hang out all the time.
Huh? With who? Sorry.
The ED.
Oh, with Doug?
Doug.
You're throwing me off. I'm bad with names.
Jeffco Mayor's Commissioners and the Manager's Quarterly Breakfast. This is the mayor, obviously, but council is usually invited to those breakfasts. Jeffco EDC is currently Councilor Azadi.
I'm relinquishing if anyone wants it.
I'll take that.
The Jefferson County Transportation Forum is currently Mayor Pro Tem, and Councilor Azadi is the alternate.
I can never make those. I'm off.
Yeah, I could stay on there and do better. I go when if I'm told. Because, I mean, for some of them, there's, a vote and, this is Jeff Tag, but, yeah, it's not that many.
So is anybody interested in alternate? The Metro Mayor's Caucus needs to be the mayor.
Oh.
Were you really hoping for that one?
You know.
The Metzger Foundation, by charter, the mayor has to serve on this, but we do also have another counselor that can sit on it, and currently it's Counselor Hott.
If someone else wants it, I'm willing to give it up, but I'm also willing to keep it as well. Like if somebody else had their heart set, that's fine. If not.
Are you taking on more than what, I can take it if it.
Oh, yeah, and this is,
capacity, but It's so
We only
infrequent.
meet like a
Yeah.
couple times a year.
Yeah.
It's not a big lift. So if it's something you're interested in,
Yeah, yeah, I'm interested in it for
okay,
sure.
if you're interested in, then you can have it.
Okay, cool.
The Mile High Flood District is a mayor board, and then the mayor pro tem has served as the alternate.
I'd really like to have a strong alternate here because it's in the middle of the day. So how do you feel about this?
From Lakewood and in person.
Yeah, it's
Me.
brutal. It's in the middle of the day in Lakewood.
That's hard for me. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be like half a day off of work.
Is there anyone else who's interested in helping? Sounds like it's just me, and I will do my best.
The
Well,
northern,
Let us know. I think what we could potentially do is just,
Like a
put
group.
out a call.
Yeah.
yeah,
Once the legislative session's over, I have a lot more flexibility, so I could probably make that work pretty frequently, but not till May. So you may have to,
Are you willing to be an alternate now and, when that time comes?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can make March and April, I think we can get through it.
Thank you.
the North Area Transportation Alliance does not have to be the mayor. It's written as the mayor specific, but it does not have to be the mayor.
I'm definitely interested. I don't know, whatever. I don't know if, yeah, I'm interested.
Amazing.
Whatever
If
that
we have
means.
somebody strongly interested, then that's what we need.
Yeah, you have to be like super excited about it. Nada's good.
Audrey said that.
How is this sitting right now?
Yeah, I'm telling Audrey right
There are a lot of transportation boards.
It is a good active board, so I mean, excited to be engaged in it. Is what I was gonna say.
Is that the same Audrey that was at the breakfast? That
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
I met with Audrey, or I met her at the dinner. Yeah, this is something that I'm excited.
Amazing.
I can be a cheerleader for sure.
I'm really grateful.
I'll stay as alternate because
Great.
I trust you both. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's just a huge lift, so thank you.
The North Metro Arts Alliance is currently the mayor, but it is not mayor specific.
I'm pausing there because I think that was one Councilor Barajas you had expressed interest in.
I am. I don't want to. Also, I just realized, like, I've taken a few, but
I teach during those hours.
okay. I mean, I could definitely.
you haven't taken that many.
That's a quick trip.
Okay, I don't want to. Yeah, I'll take your advice. If it's like go for it, then go for it.
there.
Oh yeah, no, this is my hood.
Yeah, you could walk there.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Is anyone interested in being the alternate? I know we didn't have one, but.
I can be alternate on this one.
I can stay alternate on this next one, so,
Okay,
but I'm not the mayor, so.
we'll leave that be and I'll fill in.
And the RTD Local Government Committee does not need to be mayor specific.
I could be alternate on that if you need me.
Do you want to stay on
'Cause I know
it?
quite a bit from Adam's AdCog, so.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was your
Did you
question?
want to stay on it as main?
If you are extremely interested,
I love RTD.
you love RTD?
I love RTD.
Okay, so Jack and then Christy. I'm sorry, Councilor Johnson and Councilor Island.
And back to the Youth Advisory Committee, since I signed up for so much, you two can do it.
Take it away.
But if you feel like it's, like, the hours are bad or something, let me know.
Okay. So the Youth Advisory Panel then will be Councilor Azadi with Councilor Hott being the alternate. Okay, so let's run through the list again to make sure that I captured everything. Councilor Ireland's going to stay the Election Commission. Mayor is going, I'm sorry. Councilor Barajas is taking the Environmental Advisory Board with the mayor as the alternate. The Historic Landmark Board is going to be the mayor with Councilor Azadi as the alternate. The Human Services Board, Counselor Hott is going to stay the primary with Counselor Johnson as the alternate. The Inclusivity Board is going to stay Counselor Hott with Counselor Johnson as the alternate. Parks, Recreation, Libraries, Open Space Advisory Board will stay Counselor Azadi with Counselor Ireland as the alternate. The Personnel Board is going to become Counselor Hott. The Planning Commission, we've decided there, or you've decided, there's not going to be liaison there. Special Permits and Licensing, Counselor Johnson is going to become the liaison. Youth Advisory Panel will have Counselor Azadi as the primary and Counselor Hott as the alternate. The ACBAAP is going to be Counselor Ireland with Counselor Barajas as the alternate. The AdCog Sub-Regional Transportation Forum is going to stay as is with the Mayor Pro Tem as the primary and Counselor Ireland as the alternate. The Butterfly Pavilion is going to have Counselor Hott as the primary and Mayor Carmelia as the alternate. CML is going to have Counselor Johnson as the primary and Counselor Ireland as the alternate.
I think CML just has 2 primaries since we have 2
Oh,
voting members.
you're correct, I'm sorry.
No worries, I gotta make sure Council Ireland gets her vote.
Denver Regional Council of Governments is going to stay as Mayor Pro Tem with Counselor Johnson as the alternate. Jeffco EDC will become, the mayor will become the primary. The Jefferson County Transportation Forum, Mayor Pro Tem is going to be the primary. The Metzger Foundation is going to have the mayor, but will also have Counselor Barajas. The Mile High Flood District, the mayor's staying the primary, and then Johnson will become the alternate. North Area Transportation Alliance, Counselor Barajas will become the primary and Mayor Pro Tem is the alternate. North Metro Arts Alliance, Counselor Barajas is going to take the primary and Counselor Azadi is going to take the alternate. Northwest Mayor Commissioners Coalition, oh, that's the mayor, sorry. And the RTD Local Government Committee, Counselor Johnson is going to be the primary and Counselor Ireland is going to be the alternate.
Okay, the only one I'm kind of worried about is CML. You know when that meets in person?
3 times.
It's in person or you can log on to.
You don't have to.
No, it can be virtual.
Yeah, it's always virtual.
And it's
So
usually
far.
at 9 o'clock on Fridays.
Until 12, so it's a pretty good chunk of time.
Yeah, it's several hours long. It's like 3 hours long.
Well, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Sorry, guys. Someone else is gonna have to step up.
We should reassign that one because we get 2 votes as a city.
Yeah.
On CML policy, so we want to use both.
I can't attend.
If there's no one else, then I will, is there anyone else?
Like, can I just,
Barajas would really
can I just double confirm that it's not, there's a lot of like, there's like, I just want to make sure it's not the same time as something that I have. Where are we right now?
The
CML.
Municipal League, they only meet 2 more times.
Okay.
Yeah, they meet
Oh, I see.
January, February, and March.
And we already, January one's done.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, let's do it.
So
I go
good.
to those sometimes. just
It's an important
see
one.
what's going on.
Yeah, because it's CML takes positions.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And they also have some really good full-day trainings for being an elected that I found really helpful when I was
I think I'm
on.
going to one of those, yeah.
Okay.
And in person.
Yeah, I'm going to, at the.
Yeah, that one's all day. That one's all
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
But I thought it was very worth it.
So,
Could be the.
okay,
the
wonderful.
second, yeah, or
And then
other.
before we close up, I just have a couple other thoughts that we kind of discussed in the past, but I don't know where we're at with around these. And so we had discussed possibly putting our boards on our on the website under our names so that people know what it is we do, and so that they have a better idea of what to bring up when they talk to us. And so just any thoughts there?
I think that's a great idea.
Great.
Okay, fantastic. And then I had brought this up in the past and it didn't go anywhere, but I'll bring it up again, is I'd love to provide our boards the opportunity to be more directly heard by council in whatever form that looks like. And so, you know, if that's maybe just one study session at least a year for them to present whatever it is that they've been working on, at least the internal ones. That's just a thought that I've had in the past, just so that they get that direct access to us, especially as, you know, we're very busy and they don't always get that liaison, or, you know, we're not able to do that. So any thoughts there? Or first on scheduling, is this possible? Even if it was like a 15-minute, you know, rapid fire, if we split it into 2 evenings or something.
Madam Mayor, I might
Yes.
suggest that we just exclude the quasi judicial boards since we
Of
won't
course.
be telling us stuff. I think that's only like 4 or 5 boards then if we exclude the quasi judicial ones.
Right. Any other thoughts on that?
I think from a staff perspective, it's definitely doable. I would put it out for, we could do it towards the end of a year, so it could almost be like a report out of the year's activities, or it could be front-loaded about the year ahead, but given the nature of the boards and commissions, maybe it is near the end of the year, and then we could set it up. It's probably 2 nights based on availability of the board members who would be speaking, giving them 2 options, come in and present an update to council, and then a discussion, so a study session or post-meeting format.
I think that would be good at the end, because then we would be done with the budget, and if we needed to make some sort of changes, you know, in the future, they could tell us that, or maybe in the beginning. Well, I don't know. I don't want it to impact our budget process, is what I was thinking.
After sounds great then.
Yeah, and it maybe doesn't have to be determined right now.
Sure,
But,
we
you know,
can work
whatever
on that.
works best. But this has been something I'd love to, you know, the boards work very hard. They give their time and they're not paid for it. And it gives them a chance to really get the follow-up if they want it. And we can always follow up. We get to see their faces if we're not on that board. And then we get the opportunity to follow up if we want to. And so I think it's just a really good opportunity. So that we're actually there, and they are, after all, our advisors to council. And so we should be listening to what it is they advise us to do.
I think it creates a great standard or hope for like that kind of communication and advisor, like, you know.
Right? They deserve that opportunity. So, okay.
Okay, we'll get it done.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Abby.
Thank you.
Okay, we are now moving on to the next piece of the meeting, which is executive session. It seems we have reason for executive session to obtain direction on a proposed development assistance agreement with Grand Peaks Housing Solutions for a proposed income-aligned development located at 7840 West 87th Drive, and to instruct the city's negotiators pursuant to CRS 246-402. I will let the city attorney complete that. Please.
I think that we probably want to conclude the public portion of tonight's meeting and close off the webcast so that we can start an exec session recording.
Perfect, and I just wanted to pause to make sure we didn't need any further approval, but we're all good because we got those. Excellent. Well, it is now 10:41 p.m.
Wait, I want to make sure that we get the webcast closed.
Shouldn't I say this closing piece now?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it's 10:41 p.m. and our regular meeting is adjourned, and we're post-meeting is adjourned.
I very much apologize for,
I